All right. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. This is Crystal Jordan. And this is a Ready to Love, not necessarily a recap, which we usually have on Fridays, but we're gonna call this a catch up because a lot happened after last week's episode of Ready to Love Make a Move. And so my co-host Scorpio Mo and I thought we just needed to touch base midweek, right before Friday's official recap and figure out what the hell is going on. Let me go ahead and bring my co-host in the room, Scorpio Mo.
What's the word? What's the word?
Man, it's a lot. First of all, it's a lot happening on social media this week. It's wild
Right.
out here.
And it's only Wednesday.
We are only midway through. Hey Kay, hey Miss Pretty Amazing, hey D. If you guys can hear us, okay, go ahead and put an XO in the chat. Hey Keisha in love, go ahead put an XO in the chat so we know you can hear us. We have a guest that's going to be joining us in a little bit, but before we get to that, I want to talk about the episode that we saw on Friday. We did recap it, but since then there's been some additional things happening on social, and so I wanted to talk about it. First off, let's talk the two of us. For Friday's episode, you actually said that you agree. You actually did not think Ashley exaggerated, right?
I personally know.
You personally, okay. So I want to know from you guys in the chat, what does everybody think? Because that episode really caused social media to go crazy. And I actually I actually reached out to Stormy because it just looks so crazy for another woman to disrespect a woman that was supposed to be her like little sister. So we wanted to figure out what was going on. And so we know that Stormy made she responded. And so I want to know what everybody thought of Stormy's response. Stormy told me that she definitely did not want to give the show any more energy. She said that she was extremely hurt, disappointed, and saddened by the producers who promised her that this will be a positive show. And I want to tell you guys, Stormy said that when she left the show, she had to leave because she was booked. And I do, Stormy's a very in-demand DJ, so it looks like she's been booked. She said she had no idea that the story was going to be painted that way. She had no idea Ashley was pissed at her like that. She had no idea that it was going to be edited to show her flirting. She was totally blindsided. She said the only reason that she knew is because before the show aired, they actually filmed the reunion, and that's where producers showed her a small clip, and she realized that wow, she was getting ready to get thrown under the bus. What do you think about that, first of all?
Um, can but the producers didn't put any words in her mouth, right?
Well, you know what? Let me just go ahead and read you what Stormy's statement was. Okay. Stormy says, we reshot. Well, let me start here. Okay. I didn't even know why or who I was there for until entering the door to the house. Ashley and I are cool, but not close friends. So it was awkward finding out why I was there, but we played along. I dressed like that because they said we were going to dinner, not to a barbecue. I was all there for her and asked that man a lot of questions and then had a good 20-minute debrief after the shoot with her regarding why I thought he was not genuinely interested in her. I had to leave immediately after filming because I was booked. I was saddened to see how this was twisted and then edited to make me look like this. I did ask if he had a brother because his conversations about her lacked any type of interest, so I had to make conversation. It was my fault for saying it, but there were several things that I debriefed her on regarding his lack of genuine connection to her throughout the date. So I was trying to make small talk. I am a grown, positive woman and will take this lick because they edited all this to make it something that it wasn't. I was never told how she supposedly felt until I was invited to the reunion months later and shown a clip 60 seconds before entering the reunion taping set. I would never do this to someone. We reshot Kirsten's exit 3 times and her exit. A producer called her away from the table behind us and left Kirsten and I at the table. Y'all are going to believe what you want, and that's okay. She and I sat in the enclosed space of the restaurant for about 20 minutes, debriefing after the so called exit scene. We were waiting for engineers to remove his mic and finish using the restroom before exiting. The only reason I'm even giving this energy is because I was very clear with producers that I did not want to do this type of show, and they assured me it was not that type. I do not play when it comes to my brand and what I stand for as a woman in this industry. However, when you try to twist and go against my character for storylines, that's where I draw the line. People that try to distort your character intentionally is not a friend. This is my last time giving any energy until reunion. Then everybody on blast. It's 3:20 a.m. and Sunday in Perth, Australia, and I'm en route the airport heading to Adelaide on tour. So she actually was on tour. So again, yes, K, DM, production. What do you think after hearing Stormy's response?
I'll go half and half. I definitely believe the producers stirred the pot. That's what they do, right?
Yeah.
But still said the things that she said. Number one is you said you didn't. Why did you think you were there?
Well,
why did you go?
Yeah, she said she didn't know who she was there for, but I know that I knew.
For though,
I knew that Ashley was on the show a long time ago because in Atlanta, the word gets out and everybody knew that there were certain cast members picked for a show. So she might not have had all the information, but it's hard to believe that she didn't know anything about it. Because another thing, why would you go if you're not told why you're going?
That's my thing. And when you got your agent called you and just told you to show up somewhere, I'm confused. Why were you?
Ready to Love keeps in contact with all their alumni. I will say that. So maybe one of the producers knew her and reached out to her and asked her to do the show. I do know that production picked who they want to come, which also is weird that they picked LJ for Sharice. That was super weird. I'm thinking that they got a chance to pick the people they wanted to come. Right. But, knowing that production picked it, it's weird that they picked Camille and Zadia because the two of them were friends. Right. I do think it was weird for Liz and Vernisha. I guess Vernisha and Liz maybe got really close after the show, but that was strange. But I mean, I will say this. I didn't think that it was weird that Stormy was dressed like that because I think that's how Stormy dresses. If you watch Stormy's Instagram, she dresses very sexy, right? Okay. She dresses very sexually provocative. She's a DJ and she really uses that to her benefit. I mean, no, that's not a bad thing. That's what most girls do.
Hey, do what you do.
Yeah. So I feel like, and I also just feel like I told you Friday, I would not have another girl make me feel that uncomfortable. The crazy thing is, Stormy is saying that Ashley did not get up because she was upset. She got up because production called her away.
You know what? When I think about it, I'm replaying it in my head. She didn't make an announcement, so we don't know why. They just cut two.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the cut two could have been added. That's fair.
I don't think Stormy would lie about that part. Yeah. I do feel like Ashley felt insecure. And because she was saying, I feel like Ashley felt insecure because at the end of the day, Kirsten was attracted to Stormy.
She was attracted to him too. You suck. Come on, man.
No, I don't suck. I don't suck. Hey, LaTanya. No, I don't. No, I feel like when
you see her see that they saw she was attracted to him too.
You don't think that he showed her that he was attractive? He was like, "Oh, this is a beautiful surprise."
No, don't get me wrong. He kind of rose up and was like,
his face.
His
face.
Yeah.
You could tell when a man's attracted to you.
Yeah, but that's you are in control of you. Why was her response?
Okay. So Danielle Owen says a fellow YouTuber and real friend of Sharice said she was called to come instead of LJ, and she said no because production wouldn't give her enough details before she said yes. So that speaks to Stormy telling the truth.
You know what? You got to give, yeah. Okay.
So Okay, all right. So going back to the conversation, I think it was clear that Kirsten was attracted to Stormy. Now, as a woman, and I want to ask you guys in the chat, as a woman, how do you handle that? I'm sure every woman has been in a situation where a friend's date or someone is giving them a little bit more energy than you feel comfortable with, right? What do you do in that situation? To me, you totally downplay it, and I probably would become less interactive with him. I
Right,
definitely would not have said, "Do you have any brothers?"
right. You deflect and then reflect and then push it on to her, right?
What have you done if you feel like one of your friends' girls is giving you too much
I,
energy?
I try to highlight my friend. I try to highlight my friend, deflect it off of me and project it to him. That's a weird situation though.
Yeah, I think it happens though, but I feel like the problem in the equation was Kirsten. I feel like Kirsten was a problem because Ashley felt his energy, and I feel like that's why she felt insecure.
Hold on. Ashley felt his. Okay, okay, I see this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, she could tell. You could tell. I'll
Yeah.
tell you what. I'll be honest. You can tell when you have girlfriends that are attractive. They're attraction is very instinctive, right? So it's like pupils get bigger. People sometimes you can't even control your initial reaction when someone comes to the table that is attracted. You see, you know, you can tell when your man sees a woman walk by that's attractive.
You can? Or
I
you
can.
know his type.
You said what?
You can, or you just know his type. And when
I
his
feel like
type,
I can tell.
you
I
pick.
feel like I can tell.
Okay.
I feel like I can tell. I do know his type. I do know his type, and I think most women know their guy's type, but some women are just what they are advertising is every man's type. So with Ashley saying Stormy showed up with showing body, yada, yada, the new body on display, that meant any man, any woman that comes to the table dressed like that is trying to get attention.
So she was to me, her friends, guy she's dating, she should have toned it down. If she knew what she was going there for, correct?
I don't think
Hold on, hold on. I just thought about it. So she showed up to set with that outfit?
she showed up with that outfit.
Now I'm thinking about it. Hold up, man. They got a dressing room or a trailer or something. Once she found out, she had time to put that. She had the freakum dress on now. Come on now.
She did have a freakum dress on, but I'm feeling that's her. That's her. She's getting ready
But
to be on.
she wasn't DJing.
She was not DJing, but I'm telling you, that's how she dresses all the time.
I want to know if she showed up like that. Then I was like, okay, she showed up. But if she had on high top sneakers before she came in there,
She did not. Wait, look, if you go look at Stormy's page, how did Stormy don't wear high top sneakers, and if she do, she got on something tight with them.
I forgot. I think I followed. I forgot. I don't know what she got on.
I bet
She's
you.
always DJing though. That's an Instagram.
No, but she's a socialite. She likes it. I'm saying she's a socialite. Coach LaTonya says Ashley is raw and needs so much heart healing. She's spilling everywhere. Her so-called friends reflect her. I agree because Ashley is too vulnerable to the touch. To me, it was a problem for her to automatically get so obviously irritated by the fact that Stormy looked attractive. She was like, "Are you here for me or for we?" Are like to me, you don't ever.
I'm seeing a pattern now. Okay. So we go from homeboy who she didn't get the text. And she didn't get the call, right?
Right.
So we start there. Then we go to the other guy. She was like, well, what are we? What are you doing? What are you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The same dude.
Yeah.
And now with her, okay, I'm seeing the
Because
pattern.
if you notice, he was like, I'm thinking that we're gonna have a good date. But when she tried to corner him, he was like,
yeah.
You know what I mean? He immediately was like, what do you mean? Why can't we just stay in the moment? What are you trying to do? So to me, that means he's not really into you. First of all, it's too fast for him to be into her anyway.
Yeah.
But the energy wasn't there.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't there. So with the energy not being there, Stormy picking up on the fact that he wasn't really into Ashley, which she said in that statement, I feel like the best thing she could have done would be what you said: reflect and deflect and reflect on Ashley, and
Correct.
totally, distance herself from the situation.
Right.
But she's on TV, she's in front of the camera. Who knows? Who knows? What does the chat think? What do you guys think about, after hearing what Stormy said, hearing what one of the chat members said? I can't remember who said that she was actually could have been telling the truth about the fact that she did not know who she was going there for, right?
That's like, I kind of, yeah.
Now I will tell you this: that's the reason that they didn't have Shay come, because Shay would not have fell for that.
Right, she would have been hip to. Okay, I got.
She would have definitely not fell for that, and I think that's why they picked people that they felt like would fall for it.
The producers, once again, aha.
The producers, aha. So Miss R and Diva says, don't forget the guy who described Zadia and not Ashley when they went on a date.
Good.
That's crazy. Yeah. Because she was like, I didn't have on yellow.
Good point.
So, all right. Now, I want to bring up a clip that we see from this coming Friday, which this show is really actually good. I think it's a great example. Coach Tanya, I have to have you join one of our recaps, because I feel like a lot of the issues that we're seeing the women deal with are issues that women are dealing with and need to be talked about. That's why we have these conversations. And I love having Mo as a co-host, because it's good to hear a man's perspective. So before last week's episode, Ashley let Donald go. Right. He telephoned and called her 2 days. And so it's all about me. I need to let him go. So she let him go. Even when she was here, I didn't really understand why she let him go. I'm like, but if you got an iPhone and he got an Android and he shows you that he texts you, why are you upset about communication?
And how come you didn't call?
But she's like, I want to be pursued. I want to be pursued. This is a clip from Friday's episode. So obviously there has been a reunion.
Hi, baby.
Okay. Oh, wow.
The moment Don hugged me, it was chemistry, but it was a spin around for me. I'm in the air like a little feather. It makes me feel sweet. It makes me feel special.
Yes.
I look good.
Man, that's how you get back in. That's how you get back in. Right there.
Damn.
Woo! Damn, indeed.
They hugged each other like this man came back from the war.
So what do you think about the fact that Ashley and Donald, we knew he was going to get back in. We saw him stealing different episodes from the commercials. What do you think about that?
Who spent the block, him or her?
I don't know. I mean, we noticed that last week she mentioned that he was reaching out to her.
Okay.
So maybe she gave him another chance. Maybe she felt like, probably what happened is she sent Kirsten home.
Oh, so they could do that, kick somebody off and bring them back on?
I guess so. We don't know. This is a new season. This is a new show.
I didn't know it was a revolving door. Okay. So my man with the vest got a shot.
No, I don't think he got a shot. He ain't have no connection with Sharice. But I think that this is my perspective. And I saw somebody said Crystal would make excuses for anything. I don't make excuses for anything. I just think I try to think things through, and we try to understand why people are doing what they're doing. Ashley gets too excited too quickly,
right,
about everybody. Like she is, and then she makes rash decisions and jumps to conclusions. And I think that's a problem.
Well, we already talked about she's extreme from both sides, right?
Yeah, it's extreme excitement or extreme anger or distrust, like
highs and lows. Right.
Yeah, it's a lot. Danny said it's spin the block season. Will Maurice get another meal? Not another shot. We can get another meal.
I hope you saw the last of Maurice. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I about to had enough of that, man.
Well, I know one thing. If he does come back, we know he'll be wearing a designer label.
And posing.
He was rested to the side with that Louis Vuitton slide on. Okay. I just think that I think Ashley, like Coach Latanya said, I think Ashley is too, when you haven't healed, you're
Ha.
very sensitive to the touch, right? And I feel like even her, because we don't know how it was filmed, the order of how things were filmed. But
Right.
the way she was talking about Stormy, to me, if a guy I'm into was attracted to somebody else, I'm not blaming her. And at the end of the day, a woman wearing a dress showing her body is not going to make me feel like I'm less than. Ashley was, just stand up and do you. I mean, and you don't really, to me, if a person's really into you, you don't have to lead with your body anyway.
Right.
So, but the fact that she was so pressed about Stormy, mentioning the fact that Stormy got a new body, that was just all really pressed.
To the wrong person though. You got to pay attention to how he responds to
That's what I'm saying. She was too focused on what Stormy looked like. It's almost like she was looking at Stormy like, she said Stormy was overdressed. If she wore a dress, that was what I always tell people, dress for you. I don't dress to suit other people. I dress to what makes Crystal feel comfortable. I like wearing dresses. I just do. If I'm going out to a formal or someplace, if I'm going on a date, I'm probably going to have on a dress because I like to wear dresses. I think that's more flattering on my figure. But just because I wear a dress doesn't mean that you have to. I got girlfriends that don't ever wear dresses. No other woman can make me feel insecure because of what she got on.
But even if she focused on him, he was dead wrong too. So did it?
Well, he was dead wrong, but he's a non-relevant factor.
You saying don't be mad at her?
Yeah, I'm saying you don't ever be mad at her. Like he's the one that she should have been like, he needs to go. But she didn't say anything about. She didn't even say anything about Kirsten. She said Stormy. That's my problem.
If I was a guy and I brought my homeboy in, I'd be like, hey man, you kikiing too much. Like,
but you would say it in a funny way. You would. I know you. You would say it in a funny way. You wouldn't be pouting like, man, he got.
I want no woman to think the dudes I'm with. I'm like, this nigga is not that funny. Don't he all right, but he ain't that funny. It's over after that.
But see, I just feel like you don't never let somebody get the best of you. And you're right, Caramel Fox. I just didn't feel. She said I didn't feel like Stormy and Ashley are not real friends. I didn't either.
Yeah, it didn't come off like that. But once you knew you was there for her, and that then you fall in line, right?
Should. I feel like even if that's not your friend,
right?
The fact that you were brought on the show to play this position means you fall in line. And even if they weren't close friends, there was a scene, which is why they put that connection. There was a scene from season 1 when Ashley and Stormy were both on the show, showing Ashley and Alex and Stormy and Aaron on a date together, and Stormy's, really telling Alex that he and Ashley made a great couple. That's why they probably did that like that, and they also probably knew that another girl, like I said, she wasn't going to do that. They wanted something that they could make some TV drama, which is why we're on here talking about it now.
Got you.
So, but I want to ask the audience, you guys let me know your thoughts. Are you guys over the overproduction that's happening with these shows? Because I see it on Instagram, I see it on other YouTube channels, that people are really getting irritated. And I feel like if they just let the story play out without playing all these games, they probably would have an even more interesting storyline.
But you think?
I think so.
I think it might be a little bit, I'm not going to lie. It might be, because you got to fit it into an hour space, which is actually what?
45 minutes, 42 minutes.
And you got to, I don't know. I don't think so.
So you're not mad at the fact that they do add and manipulate?
I think their hand is a little too heavy.
All right, that's fair.
Put you in positions, whether it's you on one show and they have you drink and they tell you secrets and wait to see what happens, but to give somebody dialogue or to be like, can you do that again with more energy type shit? No.
They got to do that because they want, if you say something, Ashley is just overly amped up.
She ain't ready.
She's not ready. But I mean, I think they also were excited about her because it's made good TV. A person that's ready is probably going to be like Vernisha. We see her taking her time, but it's also not as exciting. The drama, we're not getting any clips.
There you go. Not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet.
All right, let's talk about the guys, because we actually, like I said, we have a guest that's gonna be joining us, and let's talk about the guys that have gone on the dates with the girls. I like, was it Boxhead? I liked Boxhead, but I don't think he's gonna make it.
Nah, he's not.
He's not gonna make it. But I think it's also, I think the women are easier to let go of somebody that they're not attracted to, as we all do.
Well, I think, as of last episode, we didn't see enough. I didn't be honest with you. I haven't seen enough.
Y'all don't like Boxhead. I just liked him because he didn't take himself too seriously. Now, yes, he just came out of a relationship, but hell, his conversation was actually a lot more balanced than Ashley.
What did he say? It was 9,
He said it was a 3-year relationship that had been over for three months. And she was like, you still trying to see if you got hired or fired. That was funny.
I mean, he might have checked out way before that.
Yeah.
Officially ended.
I do think that men and women are different when it comes to how they deal with breakups. A lot of times if a man is done, he's done. And a woman too. But I just think you can't, but I think you can't. Y'all, we're calling him Boxhead because that's what he called himself. He said his nickname was Box. That's the first thing he asked Ashley, what was her nickname? And he said his nickname was Box, and they called him Box because his head was shaped like a box. And she was like, oh, like box head ass. And he was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I just thought he was more down to earth. All these, I'm not a fan of the guys that come on and try to be too cool and too, I think that shows it's very fake and it's very like you're there trying to get your social media following up, which everybody probably is, but
But my thing is, what's the difference? I mean, if a guy's into a woman, really into a woman, he can't be heard or go through. I mean, what's the difference in the breakup if someone is into someone?
I just feel like men tend to get over it a little quicker,
Maybe he wasn't that into her. Or maybe it ended a while ago.
Mentally, yeah.
What I mean, like mentally.
Yeah.
It'd take him a minute to get his stuff out of the house. I don't know.
Or he was over it and he was just still there because he didn't have anywhere to go.
Yeah, this might be true. Ain't that a cute time?
All right, so who out of the guys do you like? Who out of the guys were you feeling?
I liked our guest.
We can't say you gotta say you liked him.
Well, I just don't think he had a fair enough chance. And actually, Sharice's friend, what's his name? The
LJ.
Yeah, I think he was fair more than the other women's friends.
He was.
I think he
said that.
Fair because it wasn't a lot of time. And that's all you can ask for is just a fair shot. And I don't think he got it. I don't think actually none of them did, but him the most. I think he was a good, solid guy. Whether they got different, background or whatever, maybe that was an issue, but he wanted a good man, there was a good man.
Mo Better 711 says didn't like any of y'all don't like any of you don't like any of the guys. I like what Aisha,
don't get me wrong.
I like what Aisha said. The same way Ashley was complimenting the men when they look good, she could have complimented Stormy too. I probably would have been like that. Okay, girl, you look cute. It just blow like it should not have been that upset where she was
like
going crazy.
Because as soon as everybody seen her, I know they were like, "Why she got that on?"
Who? Ashley or Stormy?
Like if Stormy would have said what you were just saying, it might have looked like she was kind of throwing a little shade. That's what they say, right? Shade.
Yes.
It looked like that. She was trying to be funny because even when I saw it, I was like, "It's in the daytime. Why she got that on?"
Well, she said they told her they were going to dinner.
Okay.
Ashley didn't look like she was. Ashley looked like she was going to a park, to a picnic at the park. I mean that's not a bad thing. Now, and if that's how you dress, that's how you dress. She did look like she was going to a picnic at a park. Why are you laughing? I'm serious. She had on jeans and a little bustier and probably some flats.
Okay. Okay.
Lasagna says, can we talk about Southern men and their honest expectations, do you all see the difference? Definitely. And I think
I,
that
I got a problem with that. I've been hearing that. I do not believe in that.
Come on with it. Come on with it. What's the problem?
I think when a man likes a woman, it is what it is. I don't think it's Southern thing. I think that's an old, I don't know. The guys I know in the South, a lot of them are very rude. A lot of
okay. It's a different, and I've said this.
Not all of them, but
I really did have. I was usually very attracted to East Coast guys, but it's really because I felt like there was the style of masculinity was what I preferred, because it was very more aggressive. I like the more aggressive masculinity, I guess. Okay. But I married somebody from Orangeburg, South Carolina, but first of all, I don't feel like he acts like he's from South Carolina.
Okay.
Do you think so?
No.
I just think everybody, what I will say is I feel like Southern guys, there's a different type, probably with Southern women as well, because Southern women are said to be a little bit more nurturing and catering to their men.
I think that was a long time ago, and we still on to these things. You can tell by the music from they make up north and south. Their music is, say you ain't putting out that night, and then watch what he say. I'm telling you, you're thinking that gentleman stuff, that is an old time. No, man.
But these guys the guys that are on the show are older. They're older. They're like in their 40s.
Okay. 50s, they're also tired, Crystal. They're tired. They want to sit down. Okay, it's time.
Hey, D.
It's like that when it's time.
Hey, Mimi. Welcome. You guys, welcome. We have a guest. Our guest is late. Can you check on our guest? So one of the guys is joining us tonight, so we can ask him some questions. Now, before you guys go getting on me, because I know how y'all do, I cannot ask him any questions about what happens after the date. We are going to talk to him about his experience that we have already seen. Can we say amen? Can the chat say amen? We cannot ask him for things outside of what we've seen because we don't want to spoil the show. So we have a guest that appreciated Mo kind of holding him down.
What?
He did. He said he appreciated you.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. So, hey, Tamasha. So we are waiting for the guest to join us. Come on, guest. Where is you at? We are waiting on our guest because we want to talk about this date. We want to talk about the guy's experience. And I really want to hear, do the men know who they're dating? I wonder how Tamika is picking the guys for the girls. Thank you for that. Amen, Sister Tamasha.
Can I say something? When you thought about that, I'm a gentleman now.
Now?
I'm a better gentleman. I'm more of a gentleman. Let me say that. Correction. My bad. I'm more of a gentleman.
Okay, let me ask you this. Because, obviously, Mo is from the tri-state area. Lots of East Coast flavor, right? Were you taught to be a gentleman? Was that something that you felt like was taught to you from a youngster?
No. Not
see, I do think Southern guys are taught to be a gentleman.
No. From who though? Not a man. I mean, I can't say that, but all the guys, we just had this conversation recently too. I just think that we're taught to be respectful to, like, your mother, women in general in our family. I was taught that, but I was taught that from women. Even dating, I was taught it by women. I wasn't taught it by men. So I don't understand what's the difference.
Mo Better said Southern guys are nice due to slavery in the South. Thank you. I appreciate that. Okay, we got our guest is about to join us. I love it. I'm excited. Let's see how this goes. Let's bring our guest in. Welcome.
What's going on, fam? How y'all doing?
We are good. We are good. Now, this Keith, it said, what is Who Lazy?
That's my marketing inspiration fitness brand. So everybody called me Who Lazy, so that's the name I just use. But I got several names: Who Lazy, Keith, Mr. Dallas. Now, everybody call me Mr. Dallas.
Okay, well, yeah, we gonna get into that. But no, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate that, and we're excited to chat with you. I'm gonna let Mo start this off.
What's happening, brother? How you feel, man?
Man, I'm feeling great, extraordinary, bro. I appreciate y'all having me on. I really do appreciate this.
So what was your process on the show like, man? Take us through like the beginning of it, the beginning stages, without giving out too much of what didn't already air.
Man, the process of the show was confusing.
Okay.
It was delivered to me one way that I was excited about, and then they changed it maybe a month going into it. They changed the format. It was like,
how so?
Because all right, it was presented to me as Ready to Love, single man. I was contacted through them. I didn't apply for it. I was contacted. So I'm like, okay, you know what? It's an opportunity to meet 10 single women in New Orleans, because I'm like, what are single women at? So I'm like, okay, I'm fresh in this single game, 3 years single. So I'm like, okay, I'm willing to do this.
Okay.
But after you do through the interviews, the Zoom meetings, you speak with the producers, you sit down and tell them exactly what type of woman that I want, what I'm looking for. So I give all of that.
Okay, hold on, Keith. First of all, for anybody that did not see, Keith went on a date with Sharice. We want to know, Keith, what were you looking for? Because I think it'd be good for us to understand what qualities you wanted. What type of woman were you looking for that you told them, so we'll be able to judge if they did a good job hooking you up with that.
Basically what I told them, what I was looking for was no knock against Sharice. No knock against Sharice at all.
Okay.
But the type of woman that I described that I wanted was not Sharice.
Okay.
I would say Zadia would more fit what I was looking for.
I bet you did.
What do you mean by that, Keith? Mo?
Put the hoodie on, baby.
I like your accent, Keith. I like it.
Thank you. I'm no law all day, but for real, I'm an active man. I'm into fitness. I'm into exercising.
Right.
And I told him that I want somebody that is able to go outside and be natural, put their hair in a ponytail, just be spontaneous. It's not about the glam and the glitter and the lights, just be free. Be into your self-care, be into eating healthy. That's what I told him. A natural woman. I said a caramel complexion woman. Okay. I specifically told them that because yes, I've my last 2 relationships was with the lighter shade. Well, we call it in New Orleans, call it red women. So I was with red women. I was engaged to a woman like Sharice. So I was like, you know what? Huh?
No, go ahead.
So I gave them exactly what I wanted, and I ended up with.
Okay. Now hold on. I just gotta ask some questions here. Okay. So you say somebody that could put their hair. I would say the only person on that show that looks like they are able to be quick and get ready to go is Ashley. Because Zadia got a lot of wigs. Now she's in shape, but she wears wigs and a lot of makeup. Sharice got a lot of makeup. Bernicia got a lot of wig, and like Ashley is the only one.
Not the females.
The fingernail. Well, then nobody looks like they're ready to go. Yeah. So why did you said Zadia based on the body, and it's okay if you did. We're okay with that.
I was saying Zadia because Ashley fits also. I say Zadia because of the fitness aspect with Zadia. Okay. Now Ashley would go also because I'm a barber.
Okay.
I end up cutting Ashley's hair.
Oh. Okay.
So it's after everything was over with. After everything was over with. But so it's like, the producers knew all of that. They know that I'm a barber. They know I'm into fitness. So
okay.
Now, did you not think Sharice was fit? Because she's very slim.
You don't want no red woman.
Hey, let Keith talk. Let Keith talk, Mo. We know that Mo likes Zadia. Mo has a crush on Zadia.
Put it like this.
They cool.
Put it like this. You saw me say one of my first dates was go for a walk.
Yeah.
I did.
And what was Sharice's response?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, being fit and looking fit is two different things.
Shade. True. Okay, that's shade. Keith, hold on now. But do you think that maybe, because I gotta tell you, Keith, I don't think that Zadia was gonna go for a walk on a date. A lot of women want to go someplace and be, kind of like spoiled or, treated out to a nice place. So I don't think it was necessarily about the fitness. I think it was more about the idea of just going for a walk.
Yeah, of course it was going for a walk, because you got to look at it like this. Exactly what I described, what I wanted from a woman, I didn't receive that.
Gotcha.
So when they asking me what I want to do for a first date, you know what? I need to get to know you. I need to get to know you. The best way to get to know you is go for a walk and talk. Because
and
I already
to see what you're working with, right, Keith?
Yeah. Yes.
I got it. Got it.
Yes.
Got it. Okay, so let me ask you this, Keith, and I appreciate you being honest. I love it. What was your first? So you see, obviously, Sharice is an attractive woman. You see her as not necessarily what you asked for. What is the conversation like? Because I'm not gonna lie to you, we're not getting good conversation vibes from any of Sharice's dates. It's not coming across like there's a natural flow of communication at all. What was the date like for you?
The dates was awesome. Awesome.
Okay.
Great dates.
Okay. Awesome. Okay.
Great conversation. We talked so much, the producers had to tell me to be quiet.
Oh, damn.
Because they were like, wait till on camera. I'm like, look, I'm on a date. I ain't worried about the cameras. Y'all just got to catch this. Y'all got to replay this. We talking, we flowing. Sharice was laughing. Sharice was like, I can't be quiet because keeps talking to me and we having good chemistry.
Okay.
So the dates were great. Great conversation. But they didn't show any of that. None of it.
Let me ask you this. How much were you told or kind of like influenced to do anything on the date?
Man, look, I'm gonna just be honest.
Okay.
When I say I didn't know what the hell was going on, when I say I had no control of nothing, when I get a phone call and say, are you ready for a date? You have to dress this certain way. We're going to pick you up from your home and we're going to bring you to the location. Everything was done with secrecy. So imagine the very first date I had with Sharice, I didn't even know who I was going on a date with. It was a surprise.
Okay.
So then after that, then we exchanged numbers, and I never really had a conversation with Sharice on the phone. So that's why when we sat down at the other restaurant and they said what I want to do on the first date, I need to talk to you because I haven't talked to you. But you put me on camera like as if we communicating. So
Keith is too real for Ready to Love, Make a Move. You being real. So Keith, you really were open to meeting someone and getting to know them for real.
Yes. I was in my peaceful area. They tapped into my life and said, you know what? Let's do this reality show. I said, okay, good. You know what? I want to meet someone.
Right.
And so I gave you exactly what I wanted to give, but they put me on the show and they just threw me in the shark-infested waters. And I'm like, you know, what the hell is going on?
Was there any point they told you what to say?
No, they never told me what to say.
Okay.
They just told me what time to get ready and how to dress. And I didn't know where I was going. So when I went on the second date, even I was talking to the producers, I'm sitting in the car, they were like, you know who you going on a date with? I said, I have no idea who I'm going on a date with. I talked to Sharice maybe one time on the phone. One time. We texted a little bit.
Did you think that you guys had a good connection? Because even if somebody is not necessarily what you physically embodied, were you interested in getting to know Sharice better based on your conversation?
You know what? Let's keep it real. Can we keep it real?
We gonna keep it real, Keith.
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it real. Let me go Nola. When you put me in a situation at the very first day of the filming, when I'm supposed to be meeting 10 women, and I know it's 4 women that's already been ready to love, coming to Nola to meet a man, and then half of the dudes in the area, they're not from Nola. So you got 25 men standing around looking at 4 women, and these 4 women choose 1 man apiece. So once they choose the man, I leave. And he tell us, don't go out of town, don't go anywhere, because we're gonna call you back. But me being a man, I see you choose another man. So I know you going on dates with another dude. So after a week or 2, I get a phone call to go on a date with you. I'm like, hold on, you ain't choose me from day 1. Oh, but now you want to choose me. Oh, now I know what you're doing. You're running through the men. You trying to see exactly what you could get. So you think I'm going to come with the idea that I'm going to find love within you? Nah, because I know you're here dating multiple men. Men we don't like to share.
Keith, I
know you going out with another man.
You too real.
So I'm like, hold on. This is what we doing? This the games we playing? So I'm gonna keep it real. So that was my idea. Because once the first day she didn't choose me, and then they gonna call me back a week or 2 later and say, oh, she chose you now. Man, she didn't choose me. She just running through the men.
Or maybe the producers are telling them what to do. Because I feel like this, Keith. First of all, we were all happy to see you because we did not like who Sharice was dating before. So we just didn't think it was a good fit. I didn't think it was a good fit. So when we met you, we did think it was refreshing for her to talk. I feel like, Mo, did you feel like that?
I did. I mean, I thought you had a fair shot. I like what the guy said about you. I don't know. It wasn't for whatever reason the connection with her, but
I do have a question about the traveling, Keith. I want you to clear it up. My question is, Keith, because you mentioned Dallas, and we know that Dallas is not far. It's very close. So did production make you look crazy, or what are you? Do you enjoy traveling? Where are we at with that?
Well, production did chop it up to make it look like I'm crazy, but if you read between the lines and understand what happened, it said for 25 years I was in relationships and I was raising my son.
Right.
Okay.
So I was engaged twice. So yes, I traveled with my fiancés. So they asked me, do I travel? And I'm like, yeah, but for the last 3 years, I've been single. I took my very first trip. He asked me, when the last trip you took? I said, my last trip I took was to Dallas by myself because I had just been single for 3 years. So the very first time I decided to travel, I said, you know what? Let me take a quick trip to Dallas, which was a business trip. So when they asked me, what's the first trip you've been to? I went to Dallas.
No, Keith, this is the thing. And I had to learn this. nowadays when these people say travel, they mean at least to the other side of the country or out the country. They don't mean next door.
Well, well, shit, I ain't know.
Now,
I know. That's what I'm telling you. That's what
I'm thinking, and I will say this, because Keith, there are some men. I appreciate what you said, because there are some men that don't necessarily plan trips for themselves.
There you go.
They usually plan. A girl is like, "Hey, I want to go such and such," because there are some men that just, when a woman's in their life, she wants to do something, they want to make her happy.
Right.
So it sounds like you aren't the kind of guy to just go on a trip by yourself or with some guys out of the country or maybe to the beach or.
No, I'm not like that.
I got you.
I'm not like that. I'm not the type of person. I'd rather go out the country or go on a trip with my girl.
Got you.
Or my son. I don't want to do the guy's trip. I put it like this.
Yeah, don't do that.
I had my moments to do that when I was in my 20s and my 30s.
I ain't mad at that, Keith.
But now, I'm 50 years old.
Yeah.
So I really ain't trying to do no guy's trips because, some dudes you can't trust.
Absolutely. Way.
So
no, that's grown. That's grown. It's not like grown men don't, most grown men, don't just get together and plan a trip. It's kind of strange. I'm with that.
It gets to the fight, but nowhere sexy and fly with no dudes. Hell no.
Yeah. So Keith, tell first of all, I want to know, what were you doing obviously the show reached out to you, obviously because of your fitness and the fact that you're 50 and fit. So what has been happening for the past 3 years of you being single? Are you dating? What are you running into in these streets, Keith?
Oh, shit. Man, I'm running into, I could really break my 3 years of being single down. The first year it was a financial recovery.
Okay.
I sat still for a year. I had to get back some things because I ended up closing a business and opened up another business. Then that business got hit by a hurricane. So, I'm sitting my ass still trying to financially recover. So then the next year, in the process, I was going to therapy for self-healing. So once I went through my therapist told me, start dating. So once I started dating and communicating, and it's just like the demands, the questions, and it's like, you want to go from, you can meet a woman today, and then next thing you know, you're in a relationship. You're putting relationship responsibilities. I want you to take me out to eat. I want you to wine and dine. I want you to bring me out of town. Like, hold on, baby, I don't even know you. I'm trying to get to know you. So, and then there's a lot in New Orleans. This is what I told the producers. I said, in New Orleans, you just have a lot of people that lie. You have a lot of people that's married, that's walking around like they single. They separate and they're like, oh, I'm divorced. But no, you still legally married. You didn't split up with him. He didn't went back by his mama. You still living in the house. And now you in the streets like you single. But then you're talking to them and you go out on a few dates with them and then you find out that they're still married. That happened to me with 3 women.
Oh my goodness. What in the world?
Yeah.
Well, that's a lot, Keith. Okay, so I like the fact that you said you went and got some therapy, because for a Black man to check himself into therapy, that means the relationship that he came out of left him with some hurt and he needed to fix some things. Can you share with us why you feel like your last relationship ended and what did you want to change moving forward?
My last relationship ended because basically it was doomed from the beginning. It was literally doomed from the beginning because basically when I met her, she was married.
Oh, damn. Is everybody in the world is married?
When I met her, she was married. So it was doomed from the beginning. So then we get into the relationship, it ended, I have my things that I did wrong. She had her things that she did wrong. But when you come down to the point where you're talking about finances and moving forward and putting money up and purchasing homes, and when none of that stuff is connecting and you can't see yourself, moving forward with the woman, and it's like you're putting the pressures on her, like, okay, you need to tighten up financially. You need to start budgeting. I need to see where your money is going, because I'm not going to be doing all this work financially, paying everything, and you're supposed to be saving your money, and I need to see where your money is going. And it got to the point where it was so big.
Were y'all living together, Key?
They had purchased a home. Yeah.
Okay. I was just asking because when you're talking about money, it's like, okay, y'all finances must have been affecting each other. Did she get divorced?
Yeah, she ended up getting divorced.
Okay.
She ended up getting divorced.
Okay.
Yeah, because actually, when I met her, she was living out of town. So I met her through social media. I knew of her, but I never knew her personally. So we started communicating on social media. So then she would come in town and visit, and it was like pretty much, I knew she was married, but I thought that she was getting out of the marriage when I met her. But she was getting out the marriage, but it took a little bit longer than it was supposed to take. But by then, we was already in the midst of it. And I knew it was doomed from the beginning. So when it ended, I was confused. I was confused because I did everything that I was supposed to do as a man. I made sure that I was looking at this being my last relationship. This was being my final. Moved in, putting things in my name, building credit, helping her out. I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And all of a sudden, she left. And that confused me. That confused me for like 8 months.
So she didn't tell you? She didn't tell you she was leaving? She just up and bailed?
Of course, you had an argument, and I came home and I left. We had an argument, and I left and went to the gym. I left and went to the gym. And when I went to the gym, they literally had a hurricane coming in town.
Jesus.
So I didn't think the hurricane was going to be that bad. So we had an argument at home. And I said, you know what? If you frustrated with me, you can't deal with this, man, just leave me alone. I said, because I can't do no more. Because what you're complaining about is mine. So I went to the gym. Of course, the words was a lot more harsh than that. So I went to the gym, and I'm in the gym, and nobody in the gym, so I'm feeling good, like nobody in the gym. So the lights are flickering, the wind is picking up, and I'm looking outside, trees falling down. I'm like, shit, hurricane really coming. So I get in my car, drive home, had to drive home on the wrong side of the highway. Power lines are down.
Jesus.
I get home, she gone.
Was her stuff gone too?
No, not all her stuff, but some stuff. But she didn't even come back.
If you wanted to leave, leave. Called your bluff, Steve.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she did.
Just point it out there. Okay.
Yeah, she did. She did. Yeah, so it was like, so it kind of like threw me off, but I didn't expect it, man.
You was gonna get right back. You was gonna get right back.
Yeah. So when she left and she didn't come back, and she was like wanted me to kind of run behind her, change some things up. And I'm like, no, I'm not running behind you. I'm not changing some things up. You left this home. So since you left this home, if you want this to work, you got to come back to this home. I'm not coming to get you. I'm not coming to visit you.
Don't ever take me back.
And it was like that. And that went on for like a year.
Oh my goodness.
That's how I ended up going into therapy, because I was really confused. I'm like, God damn, I'm doing the right thing this time.
That is shocking. That is shocking that man. That is shocking that men. I think men don't. So, well, let me not say men. I'm trying to get better at not generalizing, but it's just because just that you were that confused for that long. Because a lot of times, women, if a man says something, it's like, "Oh, I got you," and then we get with it, and then the man is like, "What happened? I thought she was coming back home. I didn't think she would leave." But we be serious if we don't. When a woman's fed up,
Yeah.
it ain't nothing you could do about it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's one of my favorite songs.
Oh, I mean,
Ellie.
no. Okay. Okay. So Keith, you first of all, at least Sharice wasn't married. Okay.
No,
Let's
she
just
wasn't.
say that because you kept
Yeah.
running into married women and you came from a married situation with a married woman. So damn. But somebody made a good point. At 50 years old, most people are either married or divorced. Like they, you at some, there's probably a lot of married people at 50. So I get that. But the conversation with Sharice was great. You enjoyed the date. What did you think of the conversation of the date with her and LJ? Did you enjoy that? Did you feel like he was asking you too many questions?
No, that was a great date also because when I walked in, I see LJ and Sharice there. So of course there was a shocker. I didn't know what was going on because maybe it was an ex-boyfriend of hers or a family member. So,
Right.
once he introduced himself to me, he'd say, I'm about to put you on the hot seat. And that's when he said when he was on the show, he was on the hot seat also. So I'm like,
Right.
okay, you can ask me whatever you want to ask me. I said, now remember, if you put me on the hot seat, I'm gonna turn right back around and put you on the hot seat. So I put him on the hot seat and I put Sharice on the hot seat. They didn't show any of that.
I'm curious. What did you put him on the hot seat for? I mean, what did you say to him?
I asked one of the questions I remember I asked him because he was asking me about me and the things that I do. And I just asked him, I said, you know what? I have a question for you. I said, how does Sharice handle adversity, confrontation,
Okay.
and when somebody don't give her way? How does she handle it?
Great question.
And she put her head down. And he just started laughing like, you got me on that one. I said, that's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did you take from that?
I took from that exactly from what I saw from the previous season when she was on Ready to Love in Miami. You already showed me who you were. You already showed me how you act. So I just wanted to get down to the bottom of it.
Okay.
Yeah. So
Okay.
well, we already know what the answer was because we see it.
Well, she could have. She could have changed. She could have.
Yeah. Could have.
I don't think she did. She could have.
But did you see the other ladies on their seasons also?
I saw everybody except for Ashley.
Okay.
Before you got on the show, after the, when did you see it?
Say it again.
Did you see it like prior to you being on the show? You seen it, or while you were doing the show, you went and caught up on the episodes?
I went caught up on it because when they first contacted me about the show, I had never watched Ready to Love.
Gotcha.
So they were like, check it out to see if you want to do it. Okay. So I looked at a little bit of it. So I'm like, okay, yeah, I want to do it. So then when they said they're going to have an all-star cast, you're not going to have Tommy as the host, because I asked the question. Because I was watching the show and Tommy said, Dallas, y'all up next. So when I heard them say Dallas, y'all up next, I contacted the producers. I'm like, oh, y'all still doing the show? Because he said you're going to Dallas next. I'm looking for Nola. You're like, yeah, we still doing it, but it's different now. It's a different format.
So in this, you were picking from the women, then they switched it up, and then that's where you got the information from.
Yes. So once they told me it was going to be 4 women, and then I found out what 4 women it was. That's when I went back and watched.
So let me ask you this. What did you think of the other ladies on their seasons?
The 4 ladies that's on the show?
Yes.
I said they chose, it's almost like they chose the 4 most, I'm not saying controversial women. I would say they chose the women that has the following, that to get the ratings up.
Okay, Keith, I want you to keep it real with me now. I'm gonna start with Vernisha. What did you think of Vernisha on her season?
That she fell in love with Joel.
Yeah, do you know Joel?
I don't know Joel, but I know his people.
Do you think that Joel fumbled the ball?
No.
Damn. I'm sorry. Okay. Why? Okay. Why, Keith? Why?
From my short conversation with Vernisha, I don't think Joel fumbled the ball. I think it's more of I believe that they just could not bring their 2 families together.
Okay.
Because, Joel, with the situation he went through with his wife passing, and he's raising his daughters. Then you got Venetia with her daughters. And Venetia, her idea is, which is nothing wrong with it, she was like, a man should upgrade her life. So what she's speaking of, come together, don't move in her house, let's get a bigger house.
Right.
So everybody could be involved.
Right.
So now you're looking at Joel got his 2 kids. She have her, 3 kids. So now you're looking at, you need what? 7-bedroom house, right? And maybe the man not willing to invest that money into a larger home like that. Especially if he don't know if it's going anywhere. So what it is it's like somebody didn't have patience to wait and try to work that out and have a conversation. That's the main thing about just have the conversation to figure it out. Yeah,
I don't know, because I thought that Joel was not being 100% honest, though, which is why I asked you, do you think he fumbled the bag? Because what we learned is that Vernisha was all into Joel, and Joel was kind of open a little bit more with some of the other ladies, So I just, wondered what you thought of that.
Yeah, I could go along with that. I don't know personally, but I could see it. I could say that she was all in. She crazy about it.
Yeah.
She crazy about it. Yeah.
Okay, what about Ashley? What did you think about Ashley in her season?
Well, I didn't watch Ashley's season.
Okay, that wasn't one you didn't watch. Okay.
Yeah, that's the one I didn't watch.
What about Zadia?
Zadia? Get my man, Mo.
Yeah, get to that.
Zadia got that temperament.
She
got that temperament. And it's like, can she control it? That's the thing. Can she control her temperament?
What did you think about her mushing the man upside the head?
I keep forgetting about that.
That's just not right. is just not right. But if it was me, it wouldn't bother me.
Oh,
a woman mushing me, it won't bother me. It won't. I know how to deal with her now. It has changed how I look at her. Now I'm on guard because you're a person that can't keep your hands to yourself. You can't control your emotions.
But
so I need you to help.
You said you would have went out with her though. But you was cool with that.
Keith?
Keep it real, Keith. Keep it real now.
What I'm saying, I would have went out with her because that's okay. Think about
She
it.
was closest to your type.
She was the closest to my type, and that was the 4 women that I had to choose from. But even though I didn't choose,
I got you. That's
so.
fair.
But if it was those 4 women with another 6 women that I don't know of, I wouldn't talk to Zadie.
Gotcha.
I wouldn't talk to Sharice. I wouldn't talk to Venetia.
Right.
Maybe I may have talked to Ashley because I didn't know. I didn't see her previous season. So, yeah.
I do think that a
wouldn't.
lot of times the look is superseding the activities.
Yeah.
And that is it. Okay, so when you finish the date, so what? Let me just wrap this up. So you are, if you're dating a woman and she said, "Let's take a trip to Belize," you're okay with that, though, right, Keith?
Yes.
What?
I'm okay with that. Yes, I'm okay with that.
Hell yeah.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no problem with that.
Okay.
The trips I've taken, the lady in my life, she organized it.
Right.
Babe, I want to go here. Okay, when you want to go?
Where did you guys go? Where did you guys go, Keith?
We went to Houston.
I like
None of your business.
Well, okay. I should not. My bad. I'm not mad at it. Okay, Keith.
I ain't telling that woman business.
He done told us that she was married.
right.
Whole man might be watching like, oh, you went over here with such and such? Yeah.
Oh, because she was still married. Keith.
No, I'm talking about if she's currently with a man now.
Oh.
And I see why I didn't have that. He might be in his feelings. I ain't trying to break up nobody's happy home.
I don't think it's okay. It's all good. Keith, we appreciate you coming on. This has been good. What do you let me my final question is like, if Sharice, if you didn't know if she was going out with other people, because I don't think that they picked, I think the producers kind of put them, was kind of shuffling them around because they introduced you as a blind date. So she didn't know she was going on a date. It was a blind date. But let me ask, what if you did not know that she was dating other men, would you have been open to getting to know Sharice and continuing to date her more?
Yes. I'd have continued to date her and communicate and see where it goes. But the mere fact that I knew that she was in town and she's dating other men, like for instance, like with the guy she's dating, what, Marzel? Marzel?
Yep.
The guy she went dancing with.
Mm-hmm.
And they showed the clip that he called Venetia on the phone, right? So my thing that is like, how in the hell he give Venetia a number? Because all I met was Sharice.
He said he wanted to know why he didn't get a chance to get Zadia's number. That is what's
I'm saying is how these guys are able to get the other women's number when.
Well, because I feel like for the blind dates, they don't go back. But then for the dates that are their keepers, they come back to the house and they get a chance to see everybody. So maybe you just didn't get a chance to come back to the house to see everybody. That's where all the guys are there with all the women.
They're like a mixer.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had that.
You had that? Well, that was the one you supposed to have been booking numbers in there. What you doing, Keith? What was you doing, Keith? You supposed to be getting numbers like that was. Come on. Come on, man.
Well, then you gonna see.
Yeah, there's more to see. There's more to see. Keith, I do have another question for you before you go. So when you're dating a woman now, at this point in your life, if you're dating a woman and at the point that you take her on a first date, are you not willing to take her on a second date if she's dating other men?
Oh yes, I'm willing to take on a date if she's dating other men. Yeah, that doesn't bother me because I understand it's a local woman, or she may not be local, but it's genuine, and I understand. When I'm able to sit down and have a conversation. You got to realize, I never had a conversation with Sharice. I never had a sit down, genuine conversation with her. So that's the only thing I was asking about. I want to talk to you. I want to communicate with you. I need to ask you some questions. I want you to ask me some questions off camera.
They got to take that before dinner. They got to take that walk first before dinner, right? Right? Something like that.
Yeah, you take that walk, or
But did you try to call her? Did you reach out to try to call her like after the date?
Yeah, when we exchanged numbers,
okay.
I would call her. I tried to reach out to her. I tried to go see her. I tried to, we talked maybe once or twice, but it was text messaging.
Okay. So Keith, you were like you said, Keith was just real. He was trying to really seriously be real, and the show ain't really set up for real.
Right.
No, it wasn't set up for real because the reason why I felt that she wasn't responding to my text messages or responding to going on a date outside of the show, she was in town filming, going on dates. So she was going on dates. They were going on dates round the clock.
Yeah.
That's the process.
You got to realize I'm a barber and I have a transportation business. So when I'm running my transportation business and I'm running downtown, because I don't know if you ever been to New Orleans, it's about that big.
We've been to New Orleans lots of times.
Okay, so you don't think I didn't see her out with a guy?
Did you see her on other dates?
Yeah.
Oh wow. Damn.
They was clubbing, they was partying, they was hanging out in the streets.
Oh wow.
I don't think you're supposed to tell that part, Keith.
But no, it's all on their social media pages.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I think the show is setting it up. They're setting up the opportunities for them to be out partying and all that good stuff. Keith, we don't want you to give away what's going to happen next, but let me just ask you, is there anything that you would have done differently if you could go back and do it over again?
Bailed out.
Oh no, Keith.
For real?
Because when I agreed to something, I agreed to something ready to love, to meet the opportunity to meet 10 single women, put me in a room with other men and let me do my thing.
Okay.
Let me meet the women, let me get the telephone numbers, and we work it like we're supposed to do. But when they didn't do that, and they put me in a situation that I'm not comfortable with, I don't go to no club or go to no bar or anywhere and stand in a firing line and wait for a woman to choose me. That's not how I move.
Gotcha.
That is how it goes on reality TV, though.
Yeah, but I understand that's how it goes now.
Yeah.
But if I had to do it all over again, this same format would make a move. No, I wouldn't do it.
But I think even on the regular Ready to Love, it's still people get to vote you off, or Yeah,
I'm cool with that. But I would get on Ready to Love. I would go Ready to Love because
basically you just want more options than 4. You just want more options than 4.
The 4 options that I know, ain't nobody moving to NOLA. Ain't none of them women moving to NOLA.
They're not.
Come on.
Well, Keith, I want you to start dating more women that are not married. Are you online? Are you on a singles app? Are you on a dating app?
Yeah.
Don't say it was.
What? The women
No,
want
No, he can all this.
It may be a woman out there that wants to talk to Keith.
What I'm saying, right now he can give his Instagram.
Yeah, let people know where you are, Keith.
Yeah, Instagram. What's it again?
Who lazy?
Damn sure ain't you.
You know, who lazy, or they can find me on Facebook, Keith Williams the groomer. I got a groomer page on Instagram, the groomer Nola.
Hold on. The ladies?
You said what?
Huh?
Do you groom ladies? I'm trying to help you out, brother. Hold on.
Yes.
There you go.
I told you I end up cutting Ashley hair.
You say cut Ashley's hair, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, I end up cutting Ashley hair. So yeah, I groom ladies.
Okay, cool.
And you are looking for a caramel skinned woman who is good with her money.
And healthy.
And in shape.
Yeah.
I'm not even with the caramel skin anymore. I just want a woman that's going to take care of herself.
Oh, damn. Well, damn. What?
Yeah, caramel is good. I'm not saying nothing against the caramel woman. I'm just saying is that a woman that's into her health and fitness and taking care of herself and well-being, a woman that's at a place of peace, man, is this, I can't say black, brown, red, light skin. I can't say because I don't know what shade my queen gonna be.
That's true. I didn't know mine was going to be the shade he is. I did not expect it, but I am extremely happy. Now, Keith, what age range are you looking for in case there's a lady out there that may be a fit for you?
There you go.
Shit, 30, 37 to 52, shit, 55. I don't know. You got to be able to walk. You can't be coming around me and you got bad knees. So,
Keith, how old are you?
I'm 50.
Oh, you just turned 50. Okay. All right.
No, I make 51 at the end of this month.
Okay, 51. Now, you are obviously very in shape. Now let me ask you this. This is where we're gonna find out the truth. Now, what if the woman is in shape? She works out, but she's not curvy.
I'm not superficial like that.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I'm not superficial like that.
Okay.
But
you really want her to be in shape for the health aspect?
Yes, because you got to figure out, I'm 50 years old. So yep. we push for time right now. So if I say I meet a woman that's 50, we got about 20 good years. We got to speed up. We got some places to go. We got to see the world. So I need you to be in shape.
There you go. See the world. There you go.
We got to see the world. We got to travel.
Uh-oh.
So I need you to have your stuff together so we can travel.
Okay.
I'm going to go on the beach overseas and, play with your booty. I need you to have on a 2-piece. Because I'm coming with it. So I need you to be taking care of yourself.
Okay. All right. Well, we appreciate it, Keith. Ladies, he's out there. Who lazy?
Not Keith.
Who
lazy? I love it. Thank you, Keith, so much.
Oh, Mr. Dallas.
Yeah, on Mr. Dallas.
Yeah.
Yes.
I appreciate
all right.
Y'all.
We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We look forward to watching the show this Friday.
Yeah. Right. I got some things to see.
We know. We'll be back on talking on Friday night. Thank you for joining us, and we will definitely check in with you later, okay?
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Y'all have a good one.
You too.
Okay.
I enjoyed that.
Tonight was fun. It was unexpectedly fun. I had no idea how much fun I was going to have. And can I tell you, the chat, y'all, there's something wrong with y'all. Every single last one of y'all was clowning in the chat tonight. If you are watching this and you did not see the live chat, you need to click on the live chat because I'm trying to keep a straight face. Tonight was just
my man Keith.
Keith said he Did not want to say where he and the lady went because he did not want to mess her up in her new relationship.
Though he already told us.
It was Houston. Woo! All right. We like this. I love you all, Katie. This chat was hilarious tonight. And you, first of all, your ass just went back like this the whole time.
I had to get into the story.
I didn't know where we were going. Why is Keith attracting all these married women? Not who married. True love forever. I can't. I was stupid. I was stupid. I can't. Why is Keith attracting all these married men? I mean, married women.
Oh, yeah. I don't. Hey.
Whew.
What did he say? 3 in a row?
Yeah, and then it was 3 in a row and his ex.
Oh, she wasn't one of the 3. Okay.
No.
Oh yeah. No. He said after he broke up with her, then it was.
Bless his heart. Bless his heart. He was not going to work with Sharice.
He wasn't going to work with any of them.
He was not going to work with any of them.
He wasn't. He said, Ashley's, man, that girl dropped, man, you ain't ready for her, brother.
It's an age gap for me.
Yeah. He's ready to sit down, do walks, roll around the pond and stuff. It's
but
not
the
wrong.
crazy thing is he said he liked Zadia, and he knows good and damn well Zadia was not going.
But I think that was the closest to him. I don't know if he actually.
But I think it was because of the look. See, that's how men. See, that's the thing, Mo. Y'all be messing up because you say that you want peace, and there is nothing about Zadia that says peaceful.
Who said they wanted to be with her? They just liked the way she looked. Like a lot of women, the way they look, it don't mean I want to be with them. I'm saying it's true. It's true.
We'll be back on Friday.
Yes, we will.
We will be back on Friday for.
I have a feeling Friday's going to be real good.
I do. I have been told that it keeps getting better and better. Yeah. And from Ashley saying that she was excited about Donald spinning her around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ashley is sort of be interesting.
Yeah, well, I love y'all so much. This was hilarious on a Wednesday. Please like this chat so people know what the hell was happening. I really didn't know what was happening at one point in that story.
Yeah.
I thank you for straightening him out by saying, well, you told her to leave.
Yeah, I mean, I know a lot of dudes.
Yeah,
brother, you did say. I mean, hey, man.
I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna give y'all a little nugget. I got a crazy interview coming, right? I don't even want, and it's one of. I'm gonna text you. Are you on your phone? All right. I got an interview coming with somebody is coming in this weekend. We're gonna air it next week. And she has receipts about this person I'm texting you right now. And I don't even know. It is, so it's a, I just text you the name. So it is a basketball wife. Anybody in the chat watch Basketball Wives?
Yeah.
We got a Basketball Wives tell all exclusive. And it's going to be good. I don't even know what to. Oh man, it's Basketball Wives. Y'all brush up on your Basketball Wives because we got an exclusive coming. And huh?
Did that start already? I don't watch this.
Yeah, no, it's not Royce. I've seen Royce's tell all with Carlos King, and I like Carl. I just don't really I don't really care about the Dwight Howard. Like we already know. Yeah, no, it's not Royce and the Dwight Howard. It's not Royce. It's not Royce. I feel like she's already told a lot, but no, this is a fresh.
The White and on to the other stuff that happened this week.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. What What do you think of the? I don't even really want to touch it. I'm just gonna leave. We're gonna leave it alone. We're gonna leave it alone. Yeah. We got it. We got a good interview coming. So y'all check in with us at 10 o'clock on Friday. I saw Blondie says she had a date today that was in the park. She went for a walk and then they ended up at Starbucks. And I like that. She said she enjoyed that.
See, when they like you, they're kind of more lenient and they're not really. But when they're not, boy, you're gonna have to pay. You're gonna cough it up. I need the experience. I need a ambiance to take these pictures to at least get something out of this.
Hey, no, we had Jackie on already. Jackie didn't give really any tea, y'all. Jackie was just trying. It was early in the show, but
she might not. She might be the only Jackie that's not super fine. But I wonder what she looked like back in the day. Because every Jackie is fine. That's what I know. I do know that. She's not a bad looking woman. I just need to see how she looked back in the 80s or something. Wherever she was hot at her peak. You ever notice that all Jackies?
I
And
never noticed that. My mother's name is Jackie.
Yes, she is. And one day, Crystal will show you the old pictures of Miss Jackie. Yeah.
All right. Well, Mo, I think I've had quite enough. Janera said Jackie was fine.
Okay, no, I'm telling you, I've never met a bad looking Jackie ever.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll bring a picture with me on Friday. That work? All right. Well, I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Make sure you like this on the way out. Mo, we want to hear about your date on Friday.
What date?
You said you had a date. You said you had a date coming.
No, I was going to. That's all. We'll talk about that. Yeah,
we'll talk about it on Friday. Y'all enjoy the rest of your week. Stay safe and check in with us Friday, 10 o'clock for the recap. And again, this weekend for this Basketball Wives expose. We're back at it. All right. Love y'all. Have a great one. We're out.
All right, y'all.